Our third position of the A minor pentatonic scale is going to start at fret number 10. I'm first going to teach you the scale, then I'm going to sort of show you how it fits in with the other positions, 1, 2, and we're going to join them together and see how we can expand, and then later we'll do position number 4 and 5. But here we go, position number 3 in the key of A minor, starting at fret number 10. I'm going to call out the fret numbers as I guide you through it. Watch my finger allocation as well. We're going to start at fret 10, 12, 10, 12 on the 5th string, 10, 12 on the 4th string, 9, 12. Notice I'm using fingers 1 and 3. You may go to 1 and 4 if you wish to. And then as you go to the 2nd string, you move back to fret 10, fret 13, and again you may use your ring finger. Not too fussy there. And then we finish on the 1st string, 10 and 12 as well. So let's take it through together. 1, 2, 3, 4. And to reverse it, I think fingers 1 and 3 actually feel the most comfortable personally, but I'm not going to argue if you want to use your pinky. Let's go descending in pitch from fret number 12 now to fret number 10. In principle, I should start at fret number 10, but this note is in the key, so we're utilizing all the notes available to us in this particular position. Okay, here we go. 2, 3, 4. Now, assuming that maybe you haven't looked at positions 1 and 2 in my range, I'm going to sit and take us through how I'd like us to practice all our scales. I first want to learn them ascending and descending, so if you want to play along with, you're welcome. 2, 3, 4. And then I'd like us to reverse the process, so we're going to first descend and ascend. This gives us a different sort of perspective on the picking pattern, which I don't often see that much inside many tutorials, but here we go. 2, 3, 4. And there you have it. Now on the picking side, I wanted to go and see quickly what is my picking hand doing. And you'll notice I'm alternating the strokes. In other words, I'm going down, up, the whole way through. Now there is a thing called economy picking as well as sweep picking. I don't want to go into that now. But for the scales, I'd like to recommend that we always alternate the strokes. Downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke, downstroke, upstroke. It sort of creates a natural rhythm for us. So I'd like you to practice that way. Now we said this is position number 3. Position number 1 starts at fret 5. You've learned that already. If you haven't, go look at the video. Position number 2 starts at fret number 8. And all these scales, position number 3, we just learned this now. All these scales essentially have exactly the same notes. So where position number 1 in the key of A minor, note all of them are in the same key. In this particular study, A minor, the notes are A, C, D, E, G, A, and this is C, D, E, G, A onto the octave C, and then D, E, G, A, and you're going to go C, D. So it's all the same notes, just in different sequence. Very, very important to realize that as well. And what's interesting over here, even though I'm starting on the note D, I'm still in the key of A minor due to the combination of the notes that I'm playing here. In other words, because the notes that I'm playing here are the same as the notes found in A minor, the starting note doesn't change the key. It's the collection of the notes that determine the key. Very important there. So position number 3 starts on the 3rd note of the A minor scale, in the pentatonic, of course. We're not talking diatonic. Theory for another day. Okay. And you can see 1, 2, 3, there's my 3rd note, and that's why we're starting your 3rd position on fret number 10. Same notes. Okay. Now, once you can play the scale quite well, you can start joining them. For example, nice little easy phrase. So once you know and see the common link, you can actually go from one scale and backwards and forwards between the scales. And what's important here is to realize that these notes here in position 3 that you just learned are common to position 2. That's the common note, common note, common note, common note, common note, and common note. And if you play this one, there's the common note again. Common, common. And we can use that common note as a pivot point. That's quite cool for getting around your guitar neck. So once you got when you can understand how the sort of scales interlink or interlock with each other, it's a better phrase than interlink perhaps. Okay, because of the common ground, you end up with sort of like a jigsaw puzzle. In other words, this scale fits in with the other scale into the next scale, and then how you piece it together is your own creative combination. Now, say for example, now you say, okay, it's fair and well, I understand that, I'm happy with it. If you're not, drop me a WhatsApp, I'm happy to explain the theory. But say for example, now you say, well, okay, I don't want to play in the key of A minor, I want to play in the key of E minor, popular key. Okay, so E minor, if you think of A minor, is simply 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets down. So I take this scale and I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 frets down. So this one is position 3 in the key of E minor. So whatever amount of frets, now this is really important, whatever amount of frets you move your original key, that's the amount of frets you move for all the positions in the key you're familiar with. Another way of saying it, I was in the key of A minor, so my scale started on D. I want to go to B minor, maybe an easier combination. 1, 2 frets up here, so A minor becomes B minor. So this is in the key of A minor, position number 3. So I go up 2. And I'm in B minor again. So the cool thing about guitar is that once you know your basic position shapes, your guitar becomes like a basic slide rule. So everything shifts about up and down by the equal amount of frets. If you're not sure of that, drop me a WhatsApp and I'll go more into length of it. But right now, the goal of this video was to learn position number 3 and to know that it can interlink with the other positions you've learned so far. We will later do videos more in-depth theory on how keys change, transpositional, and some other various exciting things. But today's goal was, let's do position 3 of the A minor pentatonic. And there you have it. Have an awesome week. Take care. Cheers.